So what is going on? It is 5:20. Full day of college just finished. Well, I actually didn't have any college today. It was just a day of study and getting assignments and FYP stuff done. Pretty tedious, pretty shit is how I would describe it. But has to be done. The meal's delivered now. One thing like I think is so important is time management. And if you promise something on time, you should be on time. And a phrase that I've heard before, and I really like it. Promise PM and deliver AM. So, you know, promise something at a certain time, but try and deliver beforehand, because, you know, it makes the person really kind of appreciate your time. The fact that you've done it a little bit better than what you have said you would do. So it's a very small detail, but I think it's very important. And just time management in general is so important. So promise PM, deliver AM. That is a good tip of the day for you. Also, I just got an email saying that I did not get through to the IBYE second stages. To be honest, I'm not that disappointed, and I'm not that surprised, because, well, a few reasons. Number one, like, my category was the best new idea, and a meal prep service is not a new idea. It is a done thing. There are many of them. Number two is that I didn't get the pitch, as in, like, this was based off application form, so all they were able to do was just read off a form. And I think, like, our whole business is based off the passion and the enthusiasm and what we want to do to help change people. And I don't think, well, like, I know, like, you can't portray that through a written paragraph. And, like, you know, my whole thing is to be able to speak and to be able to preach a message through the way I talk, through the way my hand, everything. Like, everything about me is visual, and that's not a reference to how good looking I am. My whole pitch would be like my enthusiasm, my passion, everything shines through when you're able to talk. So look, I'm not disappointed at all, because as a matter of fact, we're not a new idea. We are a fully established business. You have to be under, I think it's under 3 months or something like, or else it's 3 years. So, and as well as that, we're already in the service, we're already making money. So, pity I didn't get to go through and just pitch the idea. I would have liked to have the opportunity to just talk to a crowd of people about it. My day will come where I get that chance. This business isn't going to stop because I didn't get through to the next round. It is only going to get bigger and bigger. And you know, why not use this as a bit of motivation? You know, you can get through, so suck it up and use it as motivation to actually succeed now. And thankfully, I don't need the kick, isn't it? I don't think my motivation or my drive could be any higher right now. I mean, like, the past probably 5-6 weeks, I've been in a zone that I've never been in before. I mean, it is every single day, it is work. And I realize that it's not always going to be like this. There will be a time where, you know, things slow down or business doesn't go the way you want it to. But while I can, I will. And you know, life is good right now. I'm in a great place mentally, and like, I'm so driven, so I know exactly where I want to go, what I'm doing. Physically, I'm fit because of the triathlon, and everything is falling together. And like, you have these little down patches. I wouldn't even count this as a down, but it's not an up, we'll say. You have these little areas, and people may become demotivated by it, or they may think, you know, what's the point? If they don't think it's a good idea, so be it. But on that note, you know, the only person you have to prove this to is yourself. If a panel of 4 judges don't think this is the new best idea, so be it. That doesn't change my perspective of it. I know this is going to be one of the biggest things in Ireland. That doesn't faze me whatsoever. 4 people's opinion doesn't change my opinion, and, you know, take that on board. Just because someone doesn't like what you do, like what you say, like what you preach, doesn't like your idea, like, let them off. There are plenty more people to try and impress, to try and prove your message to than one person. Like, it's like the 80-20 rule. Don't waste 80% of your time on something that is only like 20% benefit. For example, and this is just an example of the 80-20 rule. This is not an actual this is an actual issue I have. But if I had a customer who was causing so much grief, and I was going like head over heels to try and accommodate for this person, now of course you do have to, but then the 80-20 rule will come into play. You know, are you spending 80% of your time trying to accommodate to one person? That's only like marginally 20% worth of what's coming in. So in that scenario, if you scale back that a little bit, now if you remove that one person, are you opening up 80% of more time that you can be reaching to, you know, 80 new potential clients or customers? And that goes for any business. You know, like, look at where your most stress, your most problem is, and like, how much time are you delegating to that? If that customer was giving trouble, you know, that's only one sale a week, and you're delegating so much time that could potentially be taking away from 10, 20, 30 other clients. So use the 80-20 rule. It's a great rule. It's a very, very common rule in business, and it can be very handy to kind of break down a business and say where the problem's happening, how can you combat against them, and does someone get the cut. So that is enough business talk for today. But it's something I love to do, and I absolutely love business. I love everything about it, and I study it quite a bit. All my business knowledge is self-taught, and I study it like daily. You know, I live it. So not only do I learn through experience, but I do a lot of my own study as well, just because I need to. I'm the director of a business now. I need to know my shit. So whatever I learn, I will teach to you, and you know, hopefully somebody will benefit from the shit I talk in my car while I'm stuck in traffic. And I am stuck in traffic. There's traffic all the way up. This is the joy of being a UL student at 5:30 in the evening time. It's going to take me another 40 minutes to get out of here. So good morning vlog. It is 4:45. It is the 18th of October, Wednesday morning. We are about to get cooking. So this is probably like my ideal Saturday. It is a massive brunch for one, just for me. So it's a shashuka. So literally all this is just you fry off some onion, garlic, and some vegetables. So I did courgette and spinach. Fry it down until it's kind of really nice and soft, nearly just disintegrate into one kind of vegetable mix. Add in a tin of chopped tomatoes, a tablespoon of tomato puree, paprika, basil, salt, pepper. Let that reduce down into a thick sauce. Make 2 wells, add in your eggs, cover it with a lid, let the eggs poach, and you are left with this just amazing rich tomato sauce, the eggs, which are still pretty runny, and then serve it with some brown bread that you can scoop up with, and it is like just the ultimate Saturday brunch meal. So that, along with some work here, for me is the perfect Saturday. But I shouldn't even be here today. So if you do remember, I had been planning to do this triathlon. It's what I've been training for the last probably 6 weeks. I'm supposed to be down in Skibbereen right now in Cork, or yesterday, running a full adventure and triathlon, but because of the Hurricane Ophelia, the whole course, the whole track was destroyed. There's trees, there's lakes burst, rivers burst, so it was called off, it was postponed. So that is just another like negative. This vlog has been nothing but just bad news. But as always, we're keeping our glass half full. I am the fittest I have been. I am in like a great place now to continue to progress my fitness, progress my training. Because with these things, the hardest part is the prep to it, but it's also the best part because the triathlon is over in like 3 hours time, whereas the prep takes probably 2 months, 3 months. So the hard work was done. I didn't get to actually do the finish, but it may be postponed for another weekend, or the money will just go to charity. So irregardless, it doesn't really matter. I got more time to myself to get some work done. Pity we didn't get to go down and do the triathlon, but that is life. These are things, again, you have to just take on board, learn from them, and like this was nothing that I could do could have prevented this. This was purely down to Storm Ophelia, the hurricane we had last week. So look, it's in the past. What's done is done. It may happen in 2 weeks time, and if not, I'm going to continue training. I'm the fittest, I'm the leanest, I'm healthy, I'm happy, so I cannot complain one bit. So if I am to leave you one thing for this vlog, it is understand your priorities, take the negatives as they come and spin them to a positive. Stay optimistic with everything you do. There is always a bright side. There is always something that is meant to happen, that should happen, and there's always a way you can turn it into a positive. So stay positive. Right now we are going to a christening, so actually I will do some, because people ask about the clothes I wear as well. So shirt, blazer, we have blue chinos, and my Italian loafers. Where are they? They're there. So that is my outfit here, and like the reason I can do all this, the reason I get so much done in a day is because I'm disciplined. I mean, like Jocko Willink, one of like the most badass men in the world, he's a Navy SEAL, he's like a fucking black belt in jiu-jitsu, but he's like a huge motivator for me as well. And one of his main things is discipline is freedom, and it's so true, as in the more disciplined you are, the more freedom you have in your day. So the fact that I was up at 4:30 this morning, got all my cooking done by 11 AM, now I have the whole day to do this event. Like if I slept in till 10, I would have to cook until 3. I'd miss this. So discipline is freedom. I mean, like, understand your priorities, and that is it. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, hit the like button, join the familia, and I'm going to do a weekly update of all these things. Anyway, so stay hungry and keep on cooking.